The SCP Foundation keeps monsters, anomalies, and even worse things locked. We are the Global Occult Coalition. We work towards our five-fold goal of education, destruction, protection, concealment, survival. We are going to expose those maniacs and their experiments, and we are going to rid the world of threats to our society, our life, and even our existence. I am exposing myself with these recordings, so I will say anonymous, in order for you to know the truth. I am by Rostris Anonymous. We are the GOC, and you are about to know.
Welcome again, agents. This time, the Coalition has discovered documents about a different kind of anomaly. This is neither object nor creature, but a place. Menaces to our existence can take many shapes, some more conspicuous than others. Item number SCP-087. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-087 is located on the campus of. The doorway leading to SCP-087 is constructed of reinforced steel with an electro-release lock mechanism. It has been designed to resemble a janitorial closet, consistent with the design of the building. The lock mechanism of the doorknob will not release unless bolts are applied, in conjunction with counterclockwise rotation of the key. The inside of the door is lined with 6 cm of industrial foam padding. Due to the results of the final exploration, see document 87-4. No personnel are permitted access to SCP-087. Description: SCP-087 is an unlit platform staircase. Stairs descend on a 38-degree angle for 13 steps, before reaching a semicircular platform of approximately 3 meters in diameter. Descent direction rotates 180 degrees at each platform. The design of SCP-087 limits subjects to a visual range of approximately 1.5 lights. A light source is required for any subjects exploring SCP-087, as there are no lighting fixtures or windows present. Lighting sources brighter than 75 watts have shown to be ineffective, as SCP-087 seems to absorb excess light. Subject reports and audio recordings confirm the distress vocalization from what is presumed to be a child between the ages of and. The source of the distress calls is estimated to be located approximately 200 meters below the initial platform. However, any attempts to descend the staircase have failed to bring subjects closer to the source. The depth of descent calculated from Exploration 4, the longest exploration, is shown to be far beyond both the possible structure of both the building and geological surroundings. At this time, it is unknown if SCP-087 has an endpoint. SCP-087 has undergone 4 video-recorded explorations by Class D personnel. Each subject conducting an exploration has encountered SCP-087-1, which appears as a face with no visible pupils, nostrils, or mouth. The nature of SCP-087-1 is entirely unclear, but it has been determined that it's not the source of the bleeding. Subjects exhibit feelings of intense paranoia and fear when faced with SCP-087-1, but it is undetermined whether said feelings are abnormal or simply natural reactions. Addendum: over a period of 2 weeks following Exploration 4, several members of the staff and students from the campus reported knocking at a variable rate of 1 to 2 seconds per knock, coming from the interior of SCP-087. The door leading to SCP-087 has been fitted with 6 cm thick industrial padding. All reports of knocking have ceased. Authorized personnel may refer to documents 87-1 through 87-4 for transcripts of Explorations 1 to 4. Next, I will proceed to read and play said exploration logs, which can be useful for the complete understanding of SCP-087. Document 87-1. Exploration 1. D-8432 is a 43-year-old Caucasian male of average build and appearance, and unremarkable psychological background. Class D designation is a result of demotion due to mishandling of SCP. The-8432 is equipped with a 75-watt float lamp with battery power capable of lasting 24 hours, a handheld camcorder fitted with a transmission stream, and an audio headset for communicating with Dr. at control. The-8432 steps through doorway onto initial platform. Despite the wattage, the float lamp only illuminates the first 9 steps. The second platform is not visible.
It's dark. Is your float lamp functioning properly?
The-8432 shines the light out the door and into the academic building's hallway. The light reaches significantly further.
Yeah, it's working. It just won't like the stairs all the way down. Thank you. Please continue.
The-8432 descends for 13 steps before reaching the second platform. The platform is in the shape of a semicircle, with an apparently concrete surface and walls. There are no distinct markings, aside from the nondescript patches of dust, dirt, or wear consistent with that which is found in a typical concrete stairwell. The-8432 rotates 180 degrees to begin descent down the second flight, then pauses.
Reason for stopping? You hear that? There's a kid down there. Sounds like one.
None of the described audio is feeding through the camera or mic at this time.
Could you please describe the sound? It's young. Either female or a very young boy. It's crying and sobbing and saying, "Please, help, please." Yeah, it keeps repeating that and crying. Can you estimate its distance from your current location? Oh, I don't know, maybe 200 meters down? Please, continue down the next flight.
The subject descends another 13 steps. As he reaches the landing, audio of the child as described is picked up. The child alternates between sobbing, wailing, and the words please, help, and down there. The level of audio is consistent with the-8432's report of it being approximately 200 meters below.
Can you still hear the crying? Yeah. We're picking it up as well. Please continue down. Stop if you notice any changes in the audio or environment.
The subject descends another 3 flights of stairs before stopping.
Keep going. Please.
The-8432 continues another 17 flights. Total of 22 flights before stopping. There are no visual changes in the environment, and each flight has been a consistent 13 steps.
I'm not getting any closer to the kid.
Stereo audio confirms that the crying noise has not increased in volume and remains approximately 200 meters below the subject.
Noted. Please continue.
The subject continues another 28 flights before stopping. 50 flights total. The-8432 is standing on the 51st landing, counting the initial ground level landing. The-8432 is estimated to be 200 meters below the initial platform. 34 minutes have elapsed. The volume of the crying has not increased.
I feel a little uneasy. You've spent a long time in a dark, unknown stairwell. It's natural. Please continue.
The subject hesitates before stepping down on the next stair. As the subject moves forward, the float lamp illuminates a face located approximately at the bottom of the flight, SCP-087-1. It appears to be the same size and shape as a human head, except it is lacking a mouth, nostrils, and pupils. The face is completely motionless, but is making direct eye contact, indicating its awareness of the-8432.
What the is that? Holy... What the... Can you please describe what you see? It's some sort of person face thing and it's looking right at me. It's looking right at me. Is it moving? No, it's just staring at me. It's creepy. Please approach and illuminate the edit. I really don't want to.
The face jerks forward about 15 centimeters directly towards the-8432. The 8432 enters a panicked state and rapidly ascends SCP-087. The 8432 reaches the ground floor in 18 minutes, at which time he collapses and passes out. There is no sign of SCP-087-1. Review of footage indicates an equal number of flights and steps ascending as descending. Audio of the crying and bleeding remains at the same volume until the last flight, at which point it ceases. Medical reports indicate collapse was a result of the rapid ascension of the stairs, causing fatigue. Document number 87-2. Exploration 2. The 1935 is a 28-year-old African-American male of strong build. Psychological background indicates no abnormalities, except an extreme hatred for women. Subject has an extensive record of. The 1935 is equipped with a 100-watt float lamp with battery power capable of lasting 24 hours, a handheld camcorder fitted with a transmission stream, and an audio headset for communication with Dr. at control. The 1935 is also equipped with a backpack containing 100 small LED lights, with adhesive packs, and battery lives of approximately 3 weeks. Lights turn on and off by compressing them. The 1935 shines the float lamp down the first flight of stairs. Despite the extra wattage, the light does not illuminate beyond the 9th step. You want me to go down there, Doc?
Please, shine your float lamp outside SCP-087 to verify it is functioning properly.
The 1935 shines the light into the hallway. Comparison with footage from Exploration 1 confirms it is indeed brighter.
Thank you. Please continue to the first landing.
Hey Doc, I know what you said and all, but I don't think I wanna go there.
Please continue to the first landing.
Doc, look,
As per our earlier conversation, please continue to the first landing.
The 1935 pauses for 18 seconds, then descends 13 steps to the first landing and stops. Is that a kid?
Please, remove one of the adhesive lives and affix it to the wall on the landing.
Doctor, you hear that? Is that a kid down there?
That's unconfirmed. Please affix an adhesive live to the wall and verify it functions.
The 1935 hesitates, then removes one of the lights from his backpack and adheres it to the wall. He presses on the light and it turns on.
Please, turn off your float lamp.
The 1935 hesitates again before turning off the lamp. The LED light illuminates the landing, but does not extend beyond the first step either way.
Thank you. You may turn your float lamp back on. Please continue to descend. At each landing, affix an LED light to the wall and turn it on. If you notice anything unusual, please report it.
The 1935 turns the float lamp back on, then descends the next flight of stairs. As he sets foot on the landing, the audio picks up sounds of bleeding and crying, consistent with those of the first exploration.
Can you still hear the previously reported audio?
Yeah. She sounds about 150, maybe 200 meters down. Am I supposed to get her? Look, Doc, I don't do good with kids.
Please, place the light and continue down until you notice anything unusual.
The subject adheres the light to the wall and turns it on, then continues to the next landing. He adheres the third LED light to the wall and turns it on. The 1935 continues in this manner for the next 25 flights before stopping. I don't think I'm getting any closer to the kid, Doc.
How far below would you estimate the source of the sound to be?
Same as before, 150 to 200 meters down.
Thank you. Please, proceed.
The 1935 continues in the same fashion for the next 24 flights. At the 51st landing, he stops. Footage shows an arched gouge in the concrete wall, estimated to be approximately 50 centimeters long and 10 centimeters wide. The first step down the landing appears to be completely smashed into rubble. You see that?
Yes. Can you please describe what you see?
Looks like something slashed at the wall, and the step over here is all crumbled up and stuff. The slash mark looks real smooth. D-1935 touches the gauge mark. Yeah, it's smooth. Feels like glass.
Thank you. Please continue down.
Look, Doc, I think we've got far enough.
Please continue, as per our agreement.
I don't wanna be doing this, agreement or not. D-1935 steps over the destroyed step and continues down the staircase. Nothing is notable at the next landing. D-1935 adheres an LED light to the wall and continues in the same fashion for another 38 flights. The sound of crying and bleeding still has not gotten closer. D-1935 is on the 89th landing and 74 minutes have elapsed from the beginning of the exploration. Subject is estimated to be 350 meters below the initial platform. I feel like the kid's just trying to lure me down here, Doc. I think it's time for me to... D-1935 stops talking and moving as the fluid lamp illuminates SCP-087-1. The face is staring directly at D-1935, again indicating awareness of the subject's presence. Although SCP-087-1 appears to be unmoving, its location is 38 flights below the initial encounter in Exploration 1, indicating it is mobile.
Is there a reason you stopped?
D-1935's breathing grows louder. SCP-087-1 remains immobile for an additional 13 seconds. SCP-087-1 blinks. SCP-087-1 jerks forward until it is approximately 19 centimeters from D-1935. Subject turns and flees up the stairs.
Please relax and calm down. Turn around. We need a closer look at the face.
D-1935 ignores Doctor and continues rapid ascent. He continues to scream incomprehensibly.
D-1935, can you hear me? Please, slow down.
D-1935 is unresponsive and continues rapidly climbing the stairs. His screaming diminishes to babbling. After ascending 72 flights, D-1935 collapses on the 17th landing.
D-1935, can you hear me?
D-1935 is unresponsive, but elaborate breathing can be heard through the audio feed for the next 14 minutes. D-1935 is immobile. The visual feed is black, and audio picks up only the subject's breathing and the continuous bleeding coming from below. After 14 minutes and 32 seconds of unchanging visual and audio feeds, the sound of a rapid heartbeat not consistent with a human heartbeat and a low cracking noise is heard. 7 seconds later, D-1935 gasps and revives, continuing his ascent on the stairs rapidly and wordlessly. The heartbeat and cracking cease, and nothing abnormal is detected on the visual feed. He remains unresponsive. D-1935 exits SCP-087 and sits on the floor outside of the entrance. D-1935 then enters a catatonic state, from which he has not yet recovered. Document number 87-3, Exploration 3. D-9984 is a 23-year-old female of average build and appearance. Psychological evaluation indicates a history of depression. Subject has a minimal record of using excessive force to... D-9884 is equipped with a 75-watt fluid lamp with battery power capable of lasting 24 hours, a handheld camcorder fitted with a transmission stream, and an audio headset for communication with Dr. at control. D-9884 is also equipped with a backpack containing 3.75 liters of water, 15 nutrient bars, and 1 thermal blanket. D-9884 stands on the ground level landing of SCP-087. The fluid lamp illuminates only the first 9 steps. LED lights placed on the wall during the last exploration are not visible.
Please, descend the first flight and examine the landing wall.
D-9884 descends 13 steps and stops at the landing. There is no trace of the LED light at the location footage from Exploration 2 indicates it was placed.
Yeah, it's just a dirty concrete wall. There's like nothing on it. No, wait, It's a little bit sticky right here.
D9884 indicates the spot on the wall the LED light should have been located.
There's a child crying down there. She's begging for help and crying.
Thank you. Please continue down the steps until you notice anything unusual.
D9884 descends. Upon reaching the next landing, audio of the crying child consistent with the prior two explorations is picked up. No LED light appears to be present on any of the landing walls. D9884 continues with no incident until she reaches the 17th landing.
Ew, there's something on the ground here and it smells really bad. It's all sticky and stuck on my shoe. It's so gross.
Video feed confirms presence of substance occupying a space approximately 50 centimeters in diameter.
Can you describe the sound?
It kinda smells like old rusty metal and pee.
Thank you. Please continue until you notice anything else.
D9884 continues to the 51st landing without incident. The 51st landing remains unchanged from the previous expedition, and similar observations are made. D9884 is asked again to descend until anything unusual is noticed. Subject continues her descent until the 89th landing is reached. The video feed jerks and the subject yells.
There's a hole in the ground and I almost fell in.
Video feed confirms the presence of a hole approximately 1 meter in diameter. The subject shines the flood lamp down, revealing only blackness. Approximately 4 seconds pass, and a light of an indeterminate distance down the hole flicks on for approximately 2 seconds, and then back off.
There was a light down there. It's gone now, but it was on for like a second. Did you see it?
Yes. Can you estimate the depth of the hole?
No way, it's too deep. At least a kilometer, like way more than a kilometer.
Thank you. Can you still hear the sounds of the child?
She still sounds far away. I don't feel like I'm getting any closer. It's like for every step I take, she takes one down.
Please continue down until you encounter anything unusual.
D9884 continues to descend SCP-087 for approximately an hour, covering an additional 164 flights. She stops to rest on the 253rd landing, consuming 1 nutrient bar and several gulps of water. D9884 is at an estimated 1.1 kilometers below the initial landing. Yet, the sound of the child has not changed in volume. After pausing for 4 minutes, D9884 resumes her descent, making no stops for another 216 flights. 1.5 hours later, D9884 is on the 479th landing and approximate 1.8 kilometers below the ground level.
I'm not getting anywhere. I think it's time I went back. I mean, going down is one thing, but it's a long climb back.
You have been provided with food, water, and blankets to last you 24 hours. Please continue down.
No, I think I'm going back up.
D9884 turns toward the previous flight of stairs. SCP-087-1, the face, is directly behind D9884, blocking her ascent. The face appears approximately 30 centimeters from the lens of the camera. Its eyes are fixed directly on the lens, this time looking not at the subject, but the person viewing the video feed. The video feed glitches and freezes for 4 seconds, accompanied by a static-like screeching noise from the audio feed. It then cuts to bumpy visuals of D9884 descending the stairs rapidly.
It's been following me. This whole time it's been right behind me. Oh God, it's right behind me. It was looking right at me. Doctor, please do something. Please help me. Oh God, no. Please get it away. Please, no. Please. I knew it was following me. Help make it leave, please. No, it was looking at me. It was staring at me. It knew I was here. It's been watching me this whole time. Oh God, please help me. No, please.
This continues in a similar fashion until the end. The 9884 continues to scream and plead hysterically as she rapidly descends the staircase. The previous heard static-like screeching seems to overlay the audio feed, beneath which can still be heard the original sound of the crying child. Approximately 14 flags down, the video feed swings to show the area directly behind the 9884. The face is now approximately 20 centimeters from the camera lens. It is not staring at the subject, rather, it is fixated on the camera lens, giving the illusion it is making eye contact with those viewing the footage. It is important to note that since the sighting of SCP-087-1, the sound of the girl crying and pleading has been increasing in volume, indicating the 9884 is nearing the source. After an approximate 150 panicked flights of descent, with 3 visual confirmations of SCP-087-1 still in pursuit, the 9884 trips and appears to fall unconscious. Audio feed indicates strong proximity to the source of the crying. The static and screeching noise continue. Video feed shows yet another descending flight of stairs, indicating the 9884 still has not reached the base of the stairwell. 12 seconds of motionlessness pass before the face comes in full view of the camera. Eye contact being made directly with the viewer. Audio and video feeds cut out and no connection is re-established. End log. The SCP Foundation is either too ignorant or too incompetent to deal with this anomaly and, as usual, they prefer to keep losing lives rather than to deal with the problem. We can only guess what the Foundation tries to achieve by studying these anomalies. But whatever it is not worth their inhuman price. We will find a way to stop them. Ours is a difficult task, but we can always count on human determination and our will to survive. I am Virus Animo. We are the GOC, and you have been informed.